Caldwell Pope pass to Najee. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Denver. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 15-5 run.
What's the roll? I got the help outside.
Brown against Johnson. Some solid defense from Brown.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Wesley against Murray. Green with a screen for Murray. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
The way we keep the lead is to keep making stops, gang rebound, and keep the pace on offense.
No surprise moments ago in that little talk that Greg Popovich gave his team in pushing his troops, sensing an open opportunity to break this thing wide open.
And he's a guy who will never settle. And for good reason. He knows that any dip in momentum can shift the course of a game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. They've got Collins, and it's Wesley in at the point. Jokic with his screen on Wesley. Murray against Wesley. Poked away. Stolen by Collins. Johnson surveying the floor. Collins, a screen on Gordon. Johnson with it. Now defended by Jokic. Collins, good.
Operating the pick and roll well. Keldon Johnson keeping things simple and understanding how to execute.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The dish to Gordon. Jokic inside, working on Collins. Jokic with the bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Murray against Wesley. Here's Johnson. It's not going to go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Denver making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Spurs making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Johnson outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Getting to the line, something this team wants more of from Keldon Johnson.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Jones, the pass to Sohan. Back to Jones. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. This is to Collins. And the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Jackson from long range. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. And that one drops for him.
And how about taking the contact on the way up? Jokic doesn't shy away from an aggressive defense.
The pass to Sohan. He dishes it to Collins. Here's Sohan, defended by Gordon. Collins. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks to Jackson. Back to Jokic. There's the 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Sohan. Here's Collins. Jokic defending. Collins against Jokic. Jones from outside. Here's Collins, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games in his first 5 seasons.
Murray's checked in for Jackson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Devontae Graham's checked in for Vassell. Now, here's Jokic. Outside, Porter passes it to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And with Collins, it's tough, Steve, to develop as a player when you're constantly rehabbing from injury.
Thankfully, he's young and still has upside. Kevin, when healthy, though, he has shown to be a solid defender, and with his 3-point shot, he can bring value as a stretch 5.
San Antonio calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Okay, David, thanks.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight. Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
To the middle. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. 11-point game. Pass to Jokic. Feeds it to Gordon. Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Spurs leading by 11. And here is Graham. McDermott with the screen for Graham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Spurs lead by 13.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 13. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth.
Isaiah Roby, Sohan.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Steps back and fires. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Johnson.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Here's Vassell. And there's the pass to Roby. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very...
But I might start again. Anything to feel again. Back in it where I feel real again, yeah. 21. I made 100 racks by 21. Been singing lullabies.